everything, this is allegedly. Ain't nobody gonna catch me slipping, okay? Okay. So allegedly, Cassie has turned over evidence to the feds. Yes, to the feds. She has turned over videotapes, a USB drive, and Kim Porter's burner phone. Now, there is also an alleged email out saying a plethora of other things that include tdjakes with Diddy. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it. I'm not gonna say nothing else.
Yes, here, yo, bro, Cassie has turned over substantial amounts of evidence to the feds. I'm told that after Cassie had a long conversation with Blank, I have to protect this person. They're going through a lot right now. And her lawyers, she finally was convinced to give up the videotapes and audio recordings that contain footage of S parties and other private gatherings that feature some pretty powerful and prominent people. And get this, she even gave up a burner phone and USBs that belong to Kim Porter with incriminating evidence against Diddy. I'm told that there are a slew of artists, politicians, and entertainers that are about to be exposed and arrested for H10. I'm paraphrasing there, okay? H10. I'm told that Cassie's husband played a significant role in getting Cassie to turn over the evidence. It's to my understanding that Cassie felt that by exposing the truth, it would also make her look like a filthy Moor, and I'm paraphrasing there because some of the videos she turned in, it shows her getting number one, okay guys, I'm paraphrasing again, and committing more disgusting acts that she was forced to do. I'm also told that multiple male escorts corroborated the fact that tdjakes have slept with multiple men at Diddy's parties and abroad, and they referred to him as being a power bottom. Wow. It's also been said that a young male has acquired a lawyer to represent him as he is set to sue Jakes for an incident that took place when he was just years old. It's been said that the young man was forced to perform sloppy toppy, and I'm paraphrasing here, guys. You can actually put two and two together to understand what I'm trying to say. It's been said that the man's family were members of the Potter's house, but left the church in 2015. According to multiple church insiders, the parents were paid off to keep quiet. The guy's a grown man now and is seeking his own justice. It's been said that the young man doesn't even deal with his parents even to this day because they took hush money. According to Pastor Blank, and I have to protect this pastor, Bishop Jakes is about to get railroaded and all of his dirt will be exposed. That's why the bishop has quietly lawyered up. He sees his fall from grace coming.
Just don't look good for nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Hollywood is being turned upside down. Jeffrey Epstein's list is going to come out. If this is actually true, this list is going to come out, and we already know tdjakes is caught up with the other shit, allegedly being the person that is messing with Christian Keys. Everybody's saying it's either allegedly tdjakes or allegedly Tyler Perry. It's either one of them. But oh my God, if this is true, buckle up, because next year, 2024, y'all better get y'all bingo cards out, because it's gonna get real.
It's not about how much Bible chapter and verse you know. It's about how much Bible you willing to obey.
Preacher Boy Inc.
What's going on, my peoples, man? It's your boy Reese Johnson, and this is the Gutta And Saved podcast, man. You already know. Smash up the like button, subscribe, get down in them comments, and let's talk about this. Y'all seen the headlines, man. Y'all seen all the stuff that's going on with the Bishop tdjakes. You know what I mean? Now, this comes on the heels of all the stuff that happened that's been going on the last couple months with Diddy. Now, we don't know, how far deep into this whole mess the Bishop is in with Diddy, but we know that all these people, a lot of people's coming out, against Diddy. They done stripped him of all his deals, and he stepped down from his business. A couple other people done came forth. Man, it's getting crazy out here for Diddy. So here's what's crazy, right? This what I find amazing about this whole situation, right? They got information on all the people that who allegedly was a part of this whole Diddy, masquerading, parties, crazy parties, like 50 say them Diddy parties. They done got a list of those people and they talking about exposing them. But this was funny, right? They had Epstein's black book, right? And the FBI concealed Epstein's black book because some high level people in there, but they want to start exposing the people that's in Diddy's black book. Now, I believe everybody's black book should be exposed if they into some crazy nonsense, but y'all don't find that suspicious. But anyway, the Bishop done found himself in the mix of all this stuff going on with Diddy. Now, this comes on the heels of allegedly. Now, all this stuff is still alleged. So apparently Cassie gave the FBI a burner phone allegedly from Kim Porter, who is Diddy's ex-wife, who consequently passed away a few years, right? So apparently she gave Cassie a phone and a hard drive with some crazy activity on it and names and pictures of people who was at these parties. Cassie then handed that over to the FBI. Now, who knows why? That's still to be determined. But apparently, this is what people were saying on the internet. Now, I want to say this, right? We have to take all this stuff with a grain of salt. Diddy, everybody know Diddy is who he is, and he's going to get the consequences that he deserved. But all this stuff is alleged about the bishop. Now, I don't think that people should be trying to drag the bishop into all this until all the evidence and the receipts is on the table. You know what I mean? That's my issue with this whole situation, that people just on the internet making accusations on the Bishop tdjakes because, he have some affiliations with Diddy, in some way, form, or fashion. They know each other. For all we know, Diddy can be the bishop's spiritual son. We see the photos of Diddy all hugging up on the bishop. And a lot of people feel like, that's suspect. Now, they said that the bishop have done some suspect stuff over a period of time. I don't know. I don't follow the bishop teachings. Listen, far as like people have the issues with tdjakes, right? I keep him over there. I don't follow him. I don't recommend nobody follow them, but if they do, they do. However people come to Christ, they come to Christ, as long as they evolve and develop in their understanding and go past these teachers and get into them scriptures for themselves. I don't damn him to hell. I don't call him all type of stuff. I leave these false teachers to God. Now, I'm not saying tdjakes a false teacher or anything, but I don't follow him for my own personal reasons, But he done found himself in the mix of this whole Diddy situation. Now, word around town is, just allegedly, I'm going to put alleged there, the bishop used to attend Diddy's parties. And word around town on Twitter and TikTok and all these stuff, because all these people making these videos, is that the bishop was, Diddy's boy toy, or vice versa. We don't know. Alleged, that is still alleged. Now, here's the crazy thing about that, y'all. Do y'all really think Diddy was the bishop's boy toy or vice versa? Come on. I know y'all don't believe that. I don't put nothing past these pastors. I don't put nothing past these entertainers these days. But come on, y'all. Y'all really think the bishop was getting gunned, Diddy was gunning out the bishop, or vice versa, the bishop was gunning out Diddy, and Diddy was, come on, man. I know y'all don't believe that, but just for keying purposes, man, really, like, I don't see that well, I don't want to see that happen. But I know y'all don't really believe that the bishop was Diddy's boy toy. Now, let's say he was attending his parties and all that stuff. The bishop is out of line for that. But here's the thing. Nobody is producing no receipts. All these years, nobody came forth with no receipts. Nobody got any video. Nobody got any footage. No other dude then came forth and all this stuff. Like, come on. That's what I'm saying. We just can't believe everything people were saying on the internet. I know it makes for good content. I know it makes for a good story. But y'all a mess. Y'all messy. I'm not going to put these allegations on the bishop. I'm not going to do that. There's no receipts. There's nobody coming forth. We don't even know if Cassie even gave the FBI a burner phone or a USB drive and photos and all. We don't know that, because how do y'all know? Y'all really think the FBI is out here leaking this type of stuff? Now, they might be, but because I don't put nothing past them anyway. But come on. How did a blogger get this type of information from the FBI? See, that's what I'm saying. I'm taking a lot of this stuff with a grain of salt. I'm gonna play the back, watch the story develop, and see where it goes, man. And like I said, man, I'm not a fan of the bishop. I just want some receipts. I'm not gonna put no allegations on him. I'm not gonna do any of that. And I don't think neither of y'all should do any of that. You know what I mean? Like I said, we shouldn't be spreading no gossip about people. You know what I mean? Diddy, on the other hand, everybody know Diddy is guilty. Everybody know Diddy on some some nasty stuff, you know what I mean? But until some receipts is produced and I could visibly see something, well, I don't want to see no. If all this stuff true, I don't want to see no video. Just produce some receipts and we could spin the block and talk about, you know, what the bishop may have could have been, you know, been into with Diddy. But anyway, just because the bishop is associated with Diddy in one way, form, or fashion, we can't jump to the conclusion that the bishop was a part of a lot of Diddy's mess. And that's the reason why I don't rock with a lot of people, you know, who's worldly or into worldly things, or especially I don't rock with people in the rainbow community. Now, I don't want to see nobody harm. Now, don't take this the wrong way. When I say rock with, I'm talking about being in my circle. Now, I'm gonna tell you why I don't rock with people in the rainbow community that I can be friends with. Because when you a man of God, and they have a history of doing this, and if they catch you slipping in some way, form, or fashion, the first thing they're gonna do is run it in there, or they're gonna try to expose you. You know what I mean? And then when you, let's say you is cool with somebody from that rainbow community and they get to talking to them and around their friends. Guess what I found out, girl? You see what I'm saying? I seen this stuff happen with my own eyes. I seen these people put false allegations on a straight man, and said, but they didn't say, this is what they do. I'm about to make y'all laugh. When they be like, oh, that dude, he's doing what? They go, insinuating that man, you know what I mean, do work in that type of way, man. But listen, man, me personally, I can't have the type of people in my circle because, in my honest opinion, they that's foul that they do that. But and that's essentially what's happening to the Bishop tdjakes, in my opinion. People, just because he's affiliated with Diddy and they saw Diddy and him together and Diddy is close to him, now they trying to associate him with Diddy's mess. Now, like I said, I don't put nothing past these preachers these days, but nobody have any evidence. All this stuff is still allegations. I don't rock with the bishop, but like I said, I am not going to put no false accusations on the man. You know what I mean? Especially stuff like that, because we know Diddy was doing some crazy stuff. That's all I'm saying, man. I don't think people should be out here saying the stuff that they saying, because Twitter is having a field day with the bishop. You know what I mean? You could think what you want to think about the bishop. You could say what you want to say about the bishop, you know what I mean, about his teaching and his preaching. But don't put those allegations on no man like that. You know what I mean? Especially if you don't have no tangible evidence, man. And I'm watching folk really just like throw the bishop under the bus. And it's just not cool. It's not a good look, man. It's not a good look, man. But yo, man, I master the art of keeping my distance and loving people from a distance, man. I mastered that. I stay out the way. You know what I mean? Because I don't want these type of allegations to come up on me. So I make sure my circle is tight. I make sure I watch out who I'm affiliated with, because you just don't know what people was into these days. And guess what? Y'all know that old saying, man, you're guilty by association. And unfortunately, the bishop is being held accountable by his association with Diddy, man. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about this, man. Do y'all really think the bishop is on the down low? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, let me say this too, man. They talked about how the bishop was a power bottom. And I'm like, what's a power bottom? I don't know what. I don't want to know what's a power bottom. I could only imagine. I don't even want to imagine what a power bottom is. But apparently they calling the bishop a power bottom. And we know what the bottom do. The bottom get anyway. But yeah, that's what they saying, man. But do y'all really believe that the bishop is, you know, on the down low, man? Do y'all really believe that? Or do y'all think that the people just accusing him because he's affiliated with Diddy, man? Y'all jump down in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this, man. And let's chop this up, man. And yo, stick around for these last announcements. It's not about how much Bible chapter and verse you know. It's about how much Bible you willing to obey.
Preach.